4AM should have the information where they are because they have an engagement earlier on, so they should be able to read that and set up for them. It looks like Tempo Storm have actually crashed, though, VSG. This could be a big one, Lauren. They've got two huge powerhouses. NA's #1. They need to do something, though, because at the moment they're looking a little bit sketchy.
Sketchy is certainly a word for it right now. I don't know how they're going to be able to hold on to this one. Everything seems to be falling apart a little bit here. Your boy Dre trying to get a heal off to kind of maybe boost himself up, but he knows he's last man alive. And what? They've just gone out in last place. Tempo Storm. Where are you? We were singing NA's praise. We couldn't get enough of it yesterday, but this is savage.
January, preseason, 50K win. February,
saying
Royale,
that, Rich,
40K win.
OMG are losing out on players too. Some of the bigger teams here, bigger names, are losing out on a lot of players early. OMG went down that kind of, I guess, they lost in the first two teams, right? They were out so early, so some of these big names are not having the best of games.
PSG again by eliminating Tempo Storm off the face of the planet. They now have a pretty decent compound, but the Brazilians, they've got to work for the money here, Lauren.
I like this a hell of a lot. Brazilians, if they want to push this, they've got to be so careful. You've got Envy to your right, you've got 17 Gaming up top, and they've just been spotted. It looks like the Brazilian barbecue is back on the cards, and not just for the analysis test this time. Raspu is standing, but for how long? And the answer is not long at all. Out in 15th this time. Envy with a plethora of points now sitting beside them, starting to wind up the pace. Oh, what a turn from Venerated. What an animal. Spot something in the skyline, and that was just 17 Gaming getting absolutely backhanded.
Lasers his freaking face off. 4AM have gone. Wow, okay. Squeaky onto Pack Caps confirms that one. It's NIP who've been watching 4AM. That was a rotation straight out of the circle and straight forward. He wasn't even a rotate, to be honest with you. It was a beeline for the center of the circle. And unfortunately, it doesn't pay off. I mean, you've got to be careful going in dribs and drabs like that and approaching the circle. Of course, they're going to be teams set up and waiting. This is a huge crossfire. 3 teams in the middle, Lauren. They're all diving in.
Oh, no, this could be huge. Venerated desperately trying to get the car to blow up, but he might have just whiffed it. Interrogate's gone down. Blue Bees have fallen. But where is Envy? They are eliminated as well. Out in 12th.
How does that happen? They were all lined up for Envy. They got turned on hard. That's a blunder. They should have smashed them to pieces on arrival. You can't let that happen.
Look, they're dead on arrival at that point. 17 Gaming still standing. YY starting to clean up as well. We're down to 11 teams. This is looking like top 10 territories coming in. Yeah, this is the cleanup crew, and they got the mops out.
They hear what's going on. They see the smoke. They shoot through it. They don't realize they've moved back off the... There's only Yak alive, actually. Yeah. I say them. It's all right, then. 17 are focused on several teams in front of them. ENCE might have an entry point into the circle, but now we have 3 teams all on the west about to clash heads.
So we've got AFF kind of sandwiching in OMG. OMG wanting to fight Aerowolf. This is going to be a huge battle, and so far, it's Silent coming up with all the cards. Starlin and then go down. This flank gets spotted, and that is clinical from OMG. Finally seeing the team that we all know can deliver, but where's the next battle? It's VSG. They're coming over, but there's fire from the back lines. It's Aerowolf, they're laying down fire too. OMG are down to 1.
Yeah, that's split between 2 rosters there. Aerowolf picked the time and so did VSG. And all of a sudden, the dinner bell was rung. And a lot of people were hungry. They turned up, they smashed them to pieces. Starlord still with that AWM, might be able to get a dink. Entus goes down, Yak the final man standing. Winstrike though, 2-man stack, unfortunately, for
VSG,
them.
how is this?
This is the problem with this circle. And this what else do they really do? Where do you move?
You got to fight your way up, but they do at least have a little bit of a dip to hold on to unless Winstrike take them down. They have that little bit of a lip of the other side of that hill to just cling onto and just hope other teams now get caught for a second. Maybe AG gets a couple of shots from Winstrike. But let's look at the big teams left here. ENCE still alive as well. NIP in a good spot. 17 Gaming in a good spot. That southwest side is an absolute... It's just waiting to explode. Starlord could be potentially the little kind of spark that ignites the entire keg of this, but it could be anyone.
8 times on the back. No doubt he's going to have level 3 gear, which gives him a bit of an allowance to be able to peek and poke. That level 3 helmet will take a couple of hits. Monkey King takes down Evo. That's a headshot from the SLR. Job done on that front. Now ENCE finally making their decision to move inside the circle, but again, they need to be aware that 17's been here all this time. Aerowolf in the bag now. This could be an interesting one for ENCE. Aerowolf might actually distract 17, and then ENCE might get involved in them.
Do they push back in, though?
This could
don't
be a
have
fun
to
play.
necessarily. Oh, the nade from YY. That is what you want to be seeing. 17 Gaming looking more and more deadly the further in we get, and it looks like Aerowolf, mad dash for it. Just going to get on the bike and get the hell out of there.
This has done enough, though, Lauren. This has split 17 up. ENCE suppressing this one on the edge. They've been held back across from Winstrike. But ENCE now might get involved here. They say, okay, they've committed to it. They've taken the fight. They split up. Let's get stuck in here.
But ENCE have this really nice hillside to play off. They don't have to commit to fights. For 17 Gaming will have to move to them. VOD found MP5's remaining player, Leo. Now we're into top 6, top 5 territory. It's starting to look good here. If NIP's eyes turn towards ENCE, though, they're in trouble. That's what you've got to remember. There's a lot of teams that could fold onto the other. VOD and NIP currently looking towards Winstrike up towards the northeast. Starlord gonna be just scary throughout. He can just deal damage wherever. Squeaky, you're fine. He's got 16 shots too. He's got a lot to work with. You know, he could basically take down almost the rest of the server. He kind of can.
I like what they're doing as well. They've been proactive here and actually extending the reach inside the circle. You know, the further and deeper they go, the more room they have to breathe. No one's on that western side, but Winstrike are probably going to feel the full force of 2 teams here.
They've got NIP from the little compound, and then you've got Trifoli as well fighting Temi. So you do have the ENCE boys kind of doing some dirty work against their own, but just laying into the smoke for now, trying to find anything as they did before. But it looks like ENCE are very aware of 17 Gaming. They know they're still in that compound, but there's safety there. They don't have to push out, but look at Squeaky. He looks like he's wanting a bit of that.
I like that you're touching on it. They don't have to push out, but if the next circle doesn't go their way, they're in an absolute diabolical position.
Oh, yeah.
They're literally in a bottle.
It's shocking. They have to run at ENCE who have the line.
And as if by magic,
there it goes.
Oh, NIP.
Speaking of magic, NIP, yeah.
Look at the VSG extension, though.
It's not
paid
bad.
off. It's literally paid off. They've taken the top side of the hill, and they've got some decent gear to work with.
These guys are going. YY right now is really impressing me. He's got 5 kills to his name. They were good before, but we're really seeing what they can do. And it looks like 17 Gaming are considering how do we get past the Finns? How do we deal with this? Because they know they're going to have to. A dink, one knock, it could be just go time. We're going to see what kind of ignites their push here. If someone starts running to the left, and they are, here comes the push. It's Monkey King leading the way. You've got players now holding down the angle. Squeaky cannot peek too far, but it looks like a third party. VSG starting to join in. YY's nade does good towards Squeaky, but this is messy now. This is not what 17 Gaming wanted.
A couple of grenades from the side of 17 were all that needed. Kind of a ball situation. Rustamar holds the back line. 17's gone, so they held their ground and they kept 3 alive. But really, where do you go from here now? You've dealt with one team, but you've got VSG literally who have line of sight here. The utility's up, the smokes are down, the walls are built, but the damage is being dealt left, right, and center. VSG have so much ground here. They can just see an open playing field. This is just a shooting range for them. NIP took out finally Winstrike in the background, but this is the focal point. How far can ENCE really get inside this circle?
It's horrible. It's horrible to watch. They have so few options, and their options eventually ran out, and it looks like we are seeing not only ENCE go down, but the remainder of AEG. Damage held on for so long. We're down to 2 teams, and these teams have a lot alive, but keep in mind, Starlord, thank you, Observer C, you know, you see, they get it. But Starlord's got a big boy gun, but NIP have...
They picked something up. There was a crate in the middle, they went to it.
But look at Gaxi and Miracle, I don't care what they've got, they're being aggressive. This is sick play, but Starlord might have just countered this. Starlord has got the cross, the call should be being made. He can say, guys, they've pushed up. There's 2 players pushing up, probably 2 around the back. This is why the nades are there. Starlord is taking his time. As soon as he shoots, it's game over for him. He knows that instantly there'll be attention his way, but can he land one big shot? That's what he's looking for. One potential that he can deliver right to the perfect place. If you stand still for a second, NIP are in trouble. Vard's now starting to work his way up as well. It looks like they're starting to feed their way forward. VSG are on the back lines though. Starlord, this could be the chance. He's looking again. Did he spot another one? He might have seen that now. There's not just 2, it could be 3. Gaxi on the move. The comms are more useful right now than taking the shot.
Literally holding his time, the information that he can feed the rest of VSG. They don't know that basically they've got no...
That's a nice nade. That could be a very nice nade. Gaxi puts it in the pocket. This could be go time. The Orm should be starting to wind up now. They need it to alleviate the pressure that's coming in. They need a pick right here, right now. Starlord, where have you gone? Why have you not done it? He opened up and he clearly missed because now look at NIP. They know the position. Miraku nade in hand. It's go time, up and over, as we love to say. 10 kills for NIP. And now we're down to Starlord and Hulk.
He needs to do something and make it happen now. He's had this angle for so long, but he might have just waited a little bit too late. MBS reading it perfectly, puts the pressure on, stops the big green machine doing any damage to NIP. And honestly, just getting aggressive, Lauren, and getting stuck in, this has paid dividends for NIP. They are probably laughing here. How can he not do anything? He should have been laying down so much pre-fire.
Oh, another nade, he's gone. That is the Orm out of it. Hulk is your last man standing. 1v4, he is not getting it done. It is NIP Gaming. From start to finish, they look good. Their positioning, exceptional. That 2-2 push at the end, commanding pressure. I love that.